There's been no other man in your life that's been able to break that masturbatory seal other than me. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's this?
Who do you think this is, Bubba?
Trickney?
No.
No, it's not Trick
It's
Me.
Wizzy? Might be in the Hall of Fame.
Wizzy?
Let's say Scout and Big Gulf Sister.
Penny.
Oh.
Yeah, I told you I would call back.
Yeah, that's right. You had a little bit of homework, and you were gonna.
I had homework.
You were gonna call us back on Friday today.
Yeah.
And give us a report. You were gonna start being a little more aggressive on using your new little toy, so to speak.
Yes. Yes.
We broke the I have never had an orgasm in 61 years. We broke that seal. and so now this is the second time that we will have spoke to you after having broke that seal, and you promised that you were going to, for lack of a better term, be somewhat more aggressive for these last couple 3 or 4 days.
Correct.
So Penny from Tucson, Arizona, how was it?
Let's just say the first time it was very awkward for me. Very, very awkward. But it's becoming less awkward.
You're kind of getting, for lack of a better term, kind of getting the hang of it?
Yes.
And maybe kind of discovering or exploring your body and what feels good and what doesn't, and what texture or speed or pressure, your vagina or your clitoris prefers.
Yes.
Yes.
And let's just say the next person I'm with, I'm not going to be quiet anymore.
Oh no, us guys don't like.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna. This is what I expect now.
Yeah, I mean, here's the deal. Maybe you've obviously you've quelled all of this for so very long, and it's not healthy to quell your sexuality. It's not. It's if a guy's railing you and you want to just scream at the top of your lungs, oh my God, this is you should be able to. Now, if you have kids and neighbors and things like that, that could tend to be a little cumbersome. But nonetheless, you cannot. You've quelled masturbating for this long. I can only imagine that you've been probably not that good of a lay over the years.
Well, evidently I was, because it was twice a day, 7 days a week for 36 years. So.
Yeah, but you got nothing out of it.
I didn't get nothing.
Really?
Let me, John Kostika, another $50.
Twice a day, every day for 36 years.
That's a brutal regimen.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And was it just he was, he was just selfish and he got his and then walked away?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just like a dip and go.
Pretty much. Yeah. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Well, now you're at a different spot in life. I've sent you this new magic wand. And I mean, nonetheless, are you enjoying it?
Yes, I
Sounds
am.
like it.
Are you glad that me and your sister talked you into this?
Yes, my sister has a way about talking people into doing things, let's say.
So on the average, I talked to you on Monday. You did it 2 times on Sunday, I think it was.
Correct.
All right. And then Monday you gave us a report, and I don't think that you had done it yet on Monday.
No.
What has been your average, these last 4 days?
Between once and twice a day.
Right. Any particular times of the day you prefer?
It's usually in the evening.
Right.
It's usually in the evening.
Now, did you do what I told you, where maybe you take a little bubble bath and you kind of pamper yourself and then have that thing ready to go? Kick it out wide and get one?
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Now, have your orgasm...
I am a very romantic person, if with the right person and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
of course. Yeah, you're not a slut or nothing, and we're not trying to turn you into a slut. We're just trying to get your sexual juices flowing a little bit.
Well, I was just glad to know everything worked, because I was a little worried after 3 surgeries in 14 months.
Are your orgasms, do they feel good? I mean, are they very pleasurable?
Yeah.
Yeah. And again,
you get people to open up. So, never in a million years did I think I'd ever go have a toy.
Well, Penny,
go incognito to a store and walk out and leave, and then 3 on the radio and talk about the JJ rejuvenation, and end up going into this. So you have a
Penny. I've been doing this for a while. I'm recognized as a great interviewer. I've been doing. You're not
That's what
talking
my
to some. You're not
sister
talking to
said.
some little nut hut guy, local Tucson dude. You're talking to a very,
pro.
very established radio personality. And Bubba
Yes,
the Love
that's
Sponge.
what I've
I mean,
heard.
what other? There's been no other man in your life that's been able to break that master laboratory seal other than me.
Correct.
And not only did we
Not
do
this-
it,
not
but
this way,
but
not
we
this
did
way.
it publicly. Like this is
I know,
very
I
very
know.
public thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's happened to me after.
I tell you,
You
you're
know,
living life and you're loving and you're
being on
feeling
my own.
good. I mean, you're
Like-
living life and you're having orgasms and you're. Has it made you happier? Do you have an overall better euphoric feeling?
Let's say I have a pep in my step.
Right.
Sounds like
Yeah.
it.
What's been the best? Has there been out of the 8 to 10 that you've done? Has there been one in particular? Because us guys will tell you, even us master coxmen like Dan and I, like sometimes you'll catch one that's just like really really good.
Yeah.
I've had probably 10 million of them, but I'm just saying, like there's every
You're
once in a
pretty
while
funny.
you'll catch one that you'll catch one of these orgasmic waves that are just mind blowing for whatever reason. So out of the 8 to 10 that you've participated in, has there been a couple that are like blow your mind?
4 of them.
4 of them.
Yeah, definitely 4.
Really?
Yeah, but I thought of this person that I've been attracted to for a long time.
Yeah, a lot of times you got to do a little role play with yourself. You're like this, you're with this guy that you're attracted to. You kind of run through this whole little scenario in your head, and as you're closing your eyes with your legs, kicked out wide. And now, do you have a particular position that is it just standard laying on your back, or do
Yeah,
you
it's just laying on my back right now.
see? Now you could get a little bit more, a little bit more diverse, and you could put the unit kind of down on the bed, and then you kind of get on your stomach, and then kind of drive your pelvic into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't act like you know what I'm talking about, because
So she's doing it now.
now I
You're
think
pretty funny.
I think maybe if I remember right, Penny, we had talked about when you did call me on Friday, it would have been after you had just gotten one.
Yes.
Okay.
I had gotten it that Wednesday, and I was going to call that Friday, but things were kind of crazy. So
No, I'm saying I
Yeah.
thought we talked Monday or whenever the last time we talked about you calling in today, that you were going to call in after you had just orgasmed.
Oh, that is true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
That is true.
So hang up, orgasm, and call
So
right
do you
back.
think maybe I need to let you go? And we're on the
No.
air for another hour and 30 minutes. It gives you plenty of time to romance yourself.
Splash some water on your
Romance
face, call it a
myself.
bath.
Wine and dine myself. I'm actually going to meet some girlfriends for breakfast
Oh.
this morning, 6:30 Arizona time, and I
Yeah.
got like a 40-minute drive because
Yeah.
I live out
No.
going towards Phoenix.
You know how girls are. They girl talk. They know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, oh, my God, have you girl talked about this to any of your girls?
I have talked about this to my sister from another mother. I've known her like 35 years.
Right.
She's
So
like my best friend. So I have talked to her about this, yes.
girl talked.
But
That's what-
nobody else other than my sisters who are home right now.
Right. So you
for
go,
the
but you
next
did.
10
You have
days.
girl talked about this to one of your friends. Yes.
Yes.
And how
she's
did
the
and
one
how
I'm
did
going
that
to have
and how did
breakfast
that go? Like, what did you open the conversation? And be like, oh my God, listen, Teresa. And you went through the whole deal about who Bubba the Love Sponge and got you a magic wand and the whole
Yeah.
9 yards. And what did Teresa say?
Well, what was funny was I told her I had gotten the box like I had told you, and didn't realize that Amazon, has these things and stuff like that. And she just started laughing, and she was laughing really hard. And she goes, "Oh my God!" She goes, "You are like so naive." She goes, and so now it's like she knows I'm calling you this morning, so we're going to have breakfast. And she goes, "Okay, you're going to be on the radio again this morning." And stuff like
But
that.
no,
And I
but
said,
have you told her that you've orgasmed nearly 10 times?
No, but I did tell her that I have tried out the toy.
Right. Now,
So she definitely knows that.
now, is she married? Is her sex life a lot more active and more normal than yours?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
married.
She's married and she's just straight getting it a lot. I mean, is she married and just getting a pump and dump, or is she married and she's getting it good?
No, she's got a good guy.
Yeah, she's got a good guy.
Really good guy.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So she, knows that you've been way behind the bell curve, so to speak.
Yeah, she didn't realize how far behind I've actually been.
So
it's something we never talked about until this happened.
now, do you find yourself wanting to do it every day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think we could get up to 3? You think we could do a? Think we could do a 3-er this weekend? Now, don't forget. Now, I'm kind of your sexual sensei. Like I'm your therapist.
I'm still waiting for my T-shirt that says "Bubba is my sexual sensei," and I will wear it.
We'll get onto that. But we're just I think maybe either tonight, Friday, Saturday. Well, today you've gotten 0, so your orgasm count, your masturbatory orgasm count is 0, correct?
That's 0 right now.
Right.
Yes.
So maybe 2 would be probably the max for today. But tomorrow, wake up early, get 1, 2 o'clock, get 1, 6, 8 o'clock, get 1. Do your first 3-er, your first triple header.
Your hat trick.
Correct. And it's not 3 strikes you're out; it's 3 strikes you're in.
Oh yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Now, can you imagine? When you finally find that guy, and you now have all this more sexual prowess behind you, because before you really didn't know anything about this. I mean, you had a husband for however many years that literally,
like a robot.
entered you, orgasmed, and you got nothing out of it. That's what you thought sex was.
Right, because you figure I was with him, my very early 20s, very, very early 20s.
Yeah, when you should just be, and let me just tell you, ladies, right now, I hope nobody gets mad at me, but in your 20s, you need to be a little whorish. You really do. You need to be sleeping around. You need to be learning your trade. You need to be learning how things work out, and not just stuck with one dude locked up in your 20s.
Or 0.
Those are the times that you really need to be getting after it. Then as you get to your 30s, you start whittling it down to the guy that you like, and then by the time you're late 30s or mid 30s, you are kind of with maybe the dude you're going to be with. But when you're 20s, you can't be married to some guy that's a 2-pump chump, and you think that that's what sex is. You need to be just kicked out wide, just straight getting it.
Exactly.
And you didn't. It's like almost sexual, it should be like almost a sexual crime the guy has put you through mentally.
Was he a lot older than you?
Yeah, he's 12 years. He was 12 years older than me.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
Did you have any children with this guy?
Yeah, 3, 2 boys and a girl.
No, they all out of the house now, because I'm sure it's not as easy to do what you're doing with them around.
Oh yeah, they're married and have kids and.
Now, do you have any? Now, see, daughters, mom and daughters have a whole different vibe going on than sons and moms. And so, have you been able to sister girl talk any of your daughters? Be like, oh my God, listen,
don't do that.
No, my mom and sister do.
Yeah,
my mom and sister do.
Not everyone has that relationship with their parents.
Yeah, I mean, I have been my kids have always been able to sit down and talk to me about anything.
Right.
I tell them no matter what's going on in life, no matter what you've done, nothing can
But that's with
ever
them.
That bad.
That's their problems. You've never been able to say, take your eldest daughter aside and said, listen, you know what? I've never had an orgasm. I've never masturbated.
God.
No. That's my daughter would just look at me like, Mom, what are you? Wait a minute.
So Penny, you got to understand, you haven't had a release or anybody to even talk about this condition for 30 plus years. I mean, it's
got to be frustrating.
You got to be. I mean, you just got all this pent up, secretive, bad energy that you've just tried to keep pent up, and now we're letting it all out. I haven't even begun to get into our next phase of our therapy.
Well, this is what's interesting. It's like I did tell my girlfriend. I said, it's pretty weird. I said, because when I was with him, I mean, yeah, you might take a quick look at somebody, and stuff like that, and that's it. But it's like the last year. Now, if I see somebody that's attractive, I mean, I do like a double take, and I do notice
You're
them.
kind of turned into a little bit of a predator because you've been suppressed so long that you're a little bit of a predator. But I mean, now, Penny, you know that Bubba's sexual sensei therapy, it just doesn't start and stop with a magic wand. We have other levels we have to go to.
Comprehensive.
So am I like your project then, and this is going to be like a
your pupil.
weekly
Yeah,
thing? Or?
I think you are my public project, my public but yet anonymous project.
Okay,
And
I'm not anonymous because you knew my name.
Yeah, but how many pennies are there in Arizona?
6.
No, it's not a common name.
Dan, you didn't help me, you dumbass.
I'm sorry.
But I'm just saying.
And I actually do know 2 friends I grew up with that are guys. One's my first
But neither one listened.
boyfriend that I ever had that lives in Florida that listens to you.
Okay. Well, anyway, Penny.
You just identified
Penny,
yourself.
Penny, here's the deal.
Just unfriend him on Facebook.
Penny, here's the deal. So what? So what?
I know.
So
I know.
what?
That's what
Like,
my sister
so
Scout
what?
said.
You're learning how to become more sexually active and please yourself. It's not like we're dealing in heroin and underage children here.
No.
We're not doing anything wrong. We're talking about adult things that most people don't talk about on the radio. But that's what makes me different. That's what makes me me, is that I can take this particular topic on legally within the FCC guidelines, talk about it, and possibly change the rest of your life.
He's helping a woman flourish.
Yeah, I'm helping a woman. I mean, God.
That's right.
It's fine. Go ahead and FCC, throw the book at me. I'm helping a woman.
You're a
Healthcare
hero.
hero.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
A
this
woman
is
that has
long
been-
distance helping,
Yeah.
which is the next best thing to
And,
do.
it's-
Telemedicine.
and there's no touching. There's no.
Correct.
I'm not touching you. I'm not forcing you. I'm not.
No.
There's
Just
nothing.
guiding.
It's not against, and certainly I don't think it's against your will by all means. I think you're
You
participating.
can't rape the willing, Bubba.
I think you're. I think
A
you're.
willing participant.
Yeah. So we do have. If you're interested, I do have. We do have a couple different levels at this.
Different tiers.
Yeah. We're in level. We're just
Lord
on
have
level.
mercy.
We're just level 1 right now. Level 2 will be a little more intense. I'll have to be sending you something. I have to be
okay.
sending you something for level 2.
A DPEG?
Not a D.
Oh,
pic,
I'm sorry.
but a D nonetheless.
Oh.
Yeah. Like ones that you can suction cup against the shower.
Oh, nice.
Morning showers will be different soon, Penny. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
You say
Okay,
that
so
now.
I have a question for Dr. Dan.
Okay.
So these pelvic exercises that I'm doing, if they don't work
These-
and stuff like
You
that,
mean these Kegels?
yes, that I'm doing through pelvic therapy, physical therapy. How many times would I have to do the JJ rejuvenation? Is it like one treatment or?
The laser that we use,
Normally.
the Diva laser that helps,
With incontinence.
rejuvenate the vagina's lining and helps with incontinence, is usually up to 3 treatments, 30 days apart.
Okay.
Yeah, but what?
How?
I mean, why should we even try to, make your
It's all additive.
fix your vagina if your vagina's not being used? That's where I come into. This is
Right.
a 2-part series.
Right. You don't
know.
want a race car that doesn't
okay, so I have
drive.
to put that on hold for now.
We don't. I mean, I'm the tires to your chassis. So I mean,
Oh,
you can have
gotcha.
the best looking race car in the world, but if you don't have any tires, it's not going to go anywhere.
Nope.
So Dan can make that race car look real nice and put a real nice engine in it, but if it doesn't have any tires on it, it ain't going to do nothing. So we got to get these tires working first before Dan can fix that chassis.
Okay.
Right, Dan?
Sounds
Yep.
good.
Yeah.
Perfect way to put it.
And so the vaginal rejuvenation, that's part of our ongoing. That's a level nonetheless.
And so, the vaginal rejuvenation gives more support around the urethra and helps improve the lining of the vagina. It does nothing to the musculature. So doing the Kegels absolutely helps. And
You should be Kegeling right now, Penny. Quite
Right.
frankly,
as we
as
talk.
I am.
And the more you orgasm, the better you get at orgasming. It's just like running. It's easier to run if you've been running. It's easier to have orgasms if you know how to have an orgasm
Ask Anna.
and do it on a regular basis.
Yeah, I run and orgasm, so it's
Right.
great.
Well, no,
At the
but
same time.
you've gotten better at. I mean, you've gotten better at sex. have you
Oh,
not?
for sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Actually-
a goddamn pro.
Can you have an orgasm running?
I haven't.
So Penny,
I'm going to investigate that one.
here's what we got going on. Two
Usually
today.
I have to be relaxed.
Two today. three on Saturday. 3 on Sunday. Then 1 early morning Monday with a phone call.
Okay, and I got to wake up earlier though, because I wake up at 5 o'clock to talk to you. So it's what time there? 7, 8?
No, it's
Yeah.
it's
Almost
8:45
9.
right now.
Yeah, it's 5:45 right now here. So.
Yeah, so I mean,
You got
just
to get going to breakfast.
Wait, well, no, but like on Monday, wake up at like 6 your time. Now, Penny, one last question, being your sexual therapist sensei.
Yes.
How long does it usually take upon starting the magic wand process? How long does it usually take for you to orgasm?
Okay, so this is what's really funny. Like when I talked to you and you asked me the first time, I'm like, oh, it was a minute. I didn't like say, okay, like set a timer or anything, but it was definitely longer than a minute.
Yeah, that's okay.
In that, and now it's like I don't know. I haven't maybe a couple of minutes, maybe like 5 minutes.
That's
Did it
good,
squirt?
but that's good. Oh, that's
sorry.
That's level 3.
Sorry.
Jesus.
I just outburst.
Please do not. I'm in the middle.
so
I'm in the
sorry.
middle of a session right now. Okay.
Dr. Bubba's here.
I'm in the middle of a session right now. You're
was
the
pretending to
secretary.
be
You're my
you.
front desk bitch, and I don't need
Did
you
you
sticking.
squirt?
I don't need you sticking your head into my examining room right now. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Can you imagine her?
Oh. So Penny. So that,
Yes.
but that's common as you're building up some resiliency. This is becoming, you're getting, it's not as new and shocking to your body as it was Monday because you've had 10 of them now. So they might
Right.
take a little bit longer, and you might have to have different type of dark fantasies that you're thinking about while you do it. But I would say that you could probably always get one within about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, it's definitely less than 10 minutes.
Right. And so, what's that now? What?
Yeah, put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
Got to go to
Getting in that
breakfast.
Ford.
So,
Yeah.
so 2 today, 3 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, and then 1 super early on Monday, and then call me Monday, because we might start. You know what, Lummy? I'm going to start looking for the equipment she needs for level 2.
Level 2, okay.
And maybe next week, midweek, I'll have that level 2 piece of equipment sent to you, and we're going to have to start the second level of our 4-level journey.
I told my sister Scout and Big Gulp, I said, oh, this is going to be one call. And they're like, oh, no, this is not going to be like a one call thing. This isn't like wham, bam, thank you.
Oh, no, I'm not like your husband, honey. Well, we're long term, and we're gonna completely fix your vagina here. I mean, level
So
4
this is
level
like
4
your-
might be you coming to BARP and Dan performing the diva on you. That might be the grand finale.
So I'm getting prepped for that.
Yeah, we're you gotta have brand new race tires on that vagina before you can race it.
You're in training.
Kind of like you have to have training wheels when you start to ride a bike
Yeah.
before you take the training
You
wheels
just didn't
off.
get on a
Got it.
bike and start going like hell. You had those training wheels on there, and then even after they took those off, you fell over 50 times.
Yes.
So we
correct.
just
Very
started the
true.
training wheels, sweetheart. We're not even up to taking those things off yet. So just so that we're all on the same page, and I got to go here, but 2 today,
Yes, I do.
two today, 3 tomorrow, 3 on Sunday, 1 early
And one
on
on Monday.
Monday, then call.
Winner, winner.
Okay. Thank you, Penny.
Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend.
Changing one 61-year-old woman's life at a time.
Magical.
Amazing.
I mean, think about that. She's never had an orgasm. Now she's ripped off 10.
That's why
incredible.
Bubba, that's why you should be in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Why bother with broadcasting excellence when you can have broadcasting decadence instead? The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.